quadratic equation, you can tell that it's quadratic because it has a exponent of 2 on the variable.
Okay.
Equations have equal signs. What you need to do for this problem is solve it. And what we mean by that is quadratic equations take the shape of a parabola, which is a U-shaped curve, like this, on the x and y axis. Okay, so the solutions to a quadratic equation are where the graph hits the x-axis. So this would be a solution, and this would be a solution.
Yeah.
You can have 2 solutions. You can have 1 solution.
I'm trying to figure out where that hits that.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out where it hits this. That's why I marked these 2 points.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you can have no solutions. They can be upside down too. I just drew 3 examples of parabolas.
Okay.
Okay, your solutions again are where it hits the x-axis.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the y value of these coordinates? In other words, up and down. Like you know that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, -4. Okay, so just to review the coordinate plane, we talked about this is your y value, 1, 2, 3, 4, say x, 1, 2, 3. So the coordinates are always in x, comma, y. This would be, let's say, 3, comma, -2.
Right.
Positive 3, -2. Okay, what is the y value of an x-intercept?
Okay. Are you asking me a vague question?
Nope. I'm asking you a very specific question. Do you understand what the word intercept means?
Yes.
Okay, so we're talking about where it hits the x-axis.
Over here.
These
Positive
points,
2 and, or positive 2 and positive 3. On this side? I'm just saying the opposite of that one.
why?
Are we talking about this one?
Like this is a point, and this is a point, this is a point, that's a point. Okay, this coordinate right here is positive 3 because I went over 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And -2 because I went down 1, 2. Okay, this is the x, this is the y. I'm asking you, what is the y right here? How high up or down are we on the y-axis?
0.
Correct. Right. Good. Okay, so anytime you have an x-intercept, the y-coordinate is always 0. So the first thing that we do to solve a quadratic equation is set it equal to, is plug in 0 for y. Okay? That's step 1. Now there are a couple different ways to solve quadratic equations. One way that solves any quadratic equation is the quadratic formula. And I will give you this, you don't have to have it memorized, which is -c plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay? This is the quadratic formula. You have to put your quadratic equation in standard form, which is 0 for y, ax squared plus bx plus c. These letters represent what are called coefficients,
Yeah.
the numbers in front of the numbers in those positions, okay? And then you take them and you plug them in here. So like in this equation,
So you're asking me what C equals,
Mhm.
and that is -12.
Good. Okay, do you have any guess at what? So we would be plugging that in here when we get there. Do you have any guess at what A is? In other words, what number is being multiplied right here?
1.
It's 1. Good. And how about what's the value of B?
-1.
Good. Okay, so now we're going to plug this all in. X equals, now, because of that negative sign, we have to do negative, but our B is also negative, so we have a double
it's just
negative.
1.
It's positive, that's right. Plus or minus the square root of -1 squared minus 4A, okay, C. Do you see what I did there?
Plug.
Plugging in. Yep. That's all over 2 times A is 1. Okay, now we do order of operations. Order of operations is PEMDAS. So we have to simplify this in the right order. Okay, just like you said, this
What's that?
parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So that's the order that we have to go in. Okay, there's always PEMDAS. There's always implied parentheses inside of a radical, just so you know. Okay, so this we can go ahead and do now. You said that becomes what? The double negative.
1.
Yeah. 1
plus or minus.
-1 squared. What do you know what -1 times -1 is?
-1 times -1 is +1.
Yes. +1 minus 4 times 1 is 1. Do you know what 4 times 12 is?
4 times 12?
Mm-hmm.
128. I don't know how I got that. Can I see that pencil?
Look at the numbers. 4 times 12. It's way easier than you think. 4 times 1 is?
68.
4 times 1 is?
4.
4 times 2 is?
8.
So it's
48.
It's 48. Okay, and you have a negative and a negative. So what do you think the sign of your answer is going to be?
Positive.
Positive. 1 plus 48. 2 times 1 is?
2.
Good. Okay, 1 plus or minus the square root of 49 all over 2. Okay, now we see how it's plus or minus?
Yeah.
We separate it into 2 problems.
Answers.
Right, 2 answers, okay? What's the square root of 49? It's 7. Okay.
Could you give me some more time to answer next time? I feel like I could have figured that out.
Sure.